In Melbourne, Australian Border Force officers have taken aside this Australian man after his travel documents caught their attention.
Gentleman is a French passport holder but is dual citizen, also Australian. However, he's arrived on his French passport today.
The whereabouts of his Australian passport is not the only concern, as the passenger tells officers he has been working at a music festival in Mexico for the past 5 weeks.
How long was the flight from Mexico to LA?
5 hours from Cancun.
This gentleman's travelling from a high-risk port, which is a source country for cocaine and other illicit substances.
As a precaution, a swab is taken from the inside of his backpack to check for traces of narcotics. And the man appears a little worried.
I was at a music festival, so it wouldn't be surprising if something that I have tests for something.
Yeah.
I mean...
But officers are surprised to get a very strong positive result for cocaine. Illicit drug use at music festivals is not uncommon, and officers know it's possible his backpack has come into contact with cocaine during his trip. So they decide to test another personal item.
It's your wallet? Your wallet?
That's my wallet, yeah.
Cool, no problem. Just taking a swab, okay? You haven't come in contact with any drugs at all? No, recently?
No.
He denies having any contact with narcotics while he was in Mexico. But it's another positive result, and officers suspect this man may not be telling the truth. Biosecurity officers in Sydney suspect this couple, who are visiting from China, may have a large amount of undeclared food in their luggage. But there is one item in particular that is causing alarm.
Their incoming passenger card's been filled out in Chinese, and they haven't declared anything, and clearly in this bag what looks like sausages, so we're definitely going to have a look at that.
Sonia, I know English.
You know no English? Chinese.
Chinese.
Officer Andrea asks the couple if their declaration is true and correct. But even with a translation book, it's proving to be difficult.
So I boy.
You have a boy. Just wait a minute. We're going to get someone to talk to you. I'm getting that they've either got a son or a daughter here, but as far as food, she's saying no, but she's acknowledging that they are her bags. But we're just going to be clearer on that by getting our Chinese-speaking officer to give me a hand with this inspection today.
Biosecurity officer Rena now asks the couple in Mandarin if they have anything to declare.
Mushroom and black fungus.
That's it? Okay, all right, thank you.
There is no mention of any sausages as the bag search begins.
There's the mushrooms. Yeah, just wait, let me do it.
The seemingly helpful couple have an entire bag of dried food that should have been declared. But Officer Andrea still hasn't located the high-risk item she is looking for.
We'll find the sausages. I'm definitely looking for that image that looks like it's sausages. I'm not convinced that it's just dried food at this stage.
If they are concealing sausages, these passengers are giving nothing away. This passenger has arrived from Malaysia on a tourist visa. However, a routine search has revealed that she has very little money to fund her stay.
Okay, you can put your money back. That's $440.
Officers now want to know more about her holiday plans.
What's the reason you came to Australia?
Holiday?
How many days?
4 days.
4 days? Do you have a return ticket?
Yes, I do.
And what will you do during the 4 days in Australia?
Just go walk in the city.
Do you have any tourism activities or plan?
Maybe to opera.
And you have $440 today with you? Is it enough money to support you in Australia?
I think I'm not buying anything. I just buy food, some food, and that's all.
With concerns about her lack of funds, officers now question the woman's declared occupation of bank manager.
What bank do you work for?
Actually, I'm not working as a bank manager.
So why did you write you're a bank manager here?
Providing misleading information is a serious offence. Officers must now work out why this passenger is lying.
Because I want to just pass that. I mean,
Someone
it's
told
too
you?
easy to
Pass the immigration?
yes.
Someone told you this?
Officer Rakesh now reminds the passenger on the importance of a truthful declaration.
Please be aware that if you make false or misleading information, you can be prosecuted under Australian laws.
Officers now want to know what she's hiding.
So what do you do for work?
I'm business.
What do you mean by business?
I'm doing clothing business and accessories.
So what do you mean? You have a shop or you work in a
Yes.
shop?
I have a shop.
You have your own shop?
Yes.
So who's working there today?
My sisters.
The woman is travelling with a companion who is also being questioned about her intentions while in Australia.
And you're traveling with another friend of yours today? And how long you know your friend for?
A few months.
And who made the plans to come to Australia?
Me.
Has she come to Australia before?
No.
Officers have information detailing all prior travel movements and are aware that her travel partner has in fact been to Australia previously.
So it's her first trip?
Yes.
Officer Rakesh now confronts the woman by revealing he has caught her out in a second lie.
Your friend in the other room, it's not her first trip to Australia. She has been here before.
Biosecurity officers have discovered an entire bag full of undeclared dried food in this Chinese couple's luggage. But they are still searching for items which they believe to be high-risk sausages.
Strap back on the image. Hang on, hang on.
A second look at the X-ray reveals what the problem is.
It's in the bag with the clothes. See that image? It's in one of the bags with the clothes.
A search of the passenger's clothing doesn't take long, as officers now find what they're looking for.
And there's some shoes. Here they are. Hidden in the clothes. I knew there were sausages.
Finally, the elusive and highly restricted food item is located.
Homemade pork.
Yes, I can tell.
Meat has strict import conditions due to the serious biosecurity risk it poses.
Meat products can carry all sorts of diseases depending on the type of meat that's coming in. With this product today, the gentleman's told us it's pork. So you could be bringing in rinderpest, swine flu, foot and mouth disease, and they're diseases that we really can't afford to get into the country.
Question number 6 says, do you have any meat? And you said no. They sadly forgot they have this in the bag.
They may have forgotten, but that doesn't explain why the sausages were so well hidden.
It's in the language, they understood the questions. They're going to be issued an infringement today.
The couple are speechless as they are informed that they may receive the maximum $360 fine.
They're shocked.
In Melbourne, Border Force officers are questioning this young Australian man who has arrived from Mexico on his French passport.
The gentleman's been working for 5 weeks at a music festival in Mexico. Prior to this, he spent some time in America, and he actually lives in Holland.
He claims he's here to visit family. But after swab tests from his belongings returned strong positive readings for cocaine, officers are now concerned he may be concealing narcotics.
Considering he's denying any usage or any contact with cocaine, for that to get on a wallet that's in his possession gives us great concern.
So generally, with a reading that high, means you've been in contact recently, quite recently, within the last couple of days. So never used it, never touched it.
Not in the last couple of days, no. The festival ended 2 weeks ago.
Did you use it at the festival?
I'm not sure if I used my wallet for it, but I've tried it before in my life.
Yeah, recently or a long time ago?
No, a while ago. A while ago.
A while ago.
I mean, it's possible that someone's used my card or something for it, but I mean, I'm not attempting to traffic anything.
With this comment, Supervising Officer Mark steps in to question the passenger further.
So, do you have full-time employment?
Presently, no, I don't, but I'm going back to Amsterdam in a little while.
So, when was the last time you had full-time employment?
In Amsterdam.
So, how did you fund this trip? How did you fund this holiday?
Through savings. Also, my grandfather recently passed away, so I got some.
So, what job did you have in Amsterdam?
Working in a hostel and a campsite.
But a photo located on his mobile phone does little to allay officers' suspicions.
There's a photo of you with a lot of cash in your hand.
Oh yeah, that was my friend's. It wasn't actually mine.
There are photos of the passenger holding large amounts of American currency. The passenger has no employment, has been travelling for the last 4 months. It's concerning as to how he can come into so much money.
With lingering doubts about this passenger, officers decide to step up the investigation and carry out a frisk search.
Do you understand why we're doing it?
Why are you frisking me?
Yeah.
Because you believe that I'm carrying drugs?
Possibly, yes.
The passenger consents to the frisk as his bags are x-rayed. He won't be free to cross the border until officers are certain he is not concealing any narcotics. This elderly couple have come to Sydney to visit their newborn grandson and say they forgot that they have homemade sausages in their luggage. But biosecurity officer Andrea suspects it was a deliberate concealment.
It was wrapped in the duffel coat, which was a very large, thick item of clothing, right down the bottom of the bag with other items on top. That's a really good find for us today.
The passenger explains how the sausage is homemade.
He said he makes the best sausage. You just buy the meat and fat from the market and make them, cut them into mince and make them with spices, herbs and spices.
Yeah, unfortunately, high risk, big risk.
Yeah.
The couple have visited Australia many times, so there's no doubt they know the rules and are now issued with the maximum $360 fine.
They want to give the money to the newborn baby. But I said, if you declared, you could have saved the money for the baby.
Unfortunately, that money won't be going to that grandchild, neither with the sausages. Hopefully they can buy other gifts for him while they're here.
The couple pay their fine and acknowledge they've learned a valuable lesson.
下次啊，如果不能带的，我绝对不带。拜拜。
At the International Mail Centre, Border Force officers Shane and Victor are screening incoming packages for suspicious items or concealments. And it's not long before one draws their attention.
Hey Vic, let's have a look at this.
Look interesting.
It's declared as biscuits. There may be biscuits in there, but there's more than that in there. I mean, you can see definitely
Yeah, these are the biscuits.
in there.
But this doesn't look like biscuits.
Yeah, definitely something we should have a look at. Yeah?
The package is pulled aside to be opened by Australia Post and then taken to a deconstruction room for further examination.
Definitely looks like biscuits from the outside.
Yeah.
That's what it was declared as. We'll open a couple of these up and have a look.
There are no obvious signs of tampering, so officers take a closer look at the contents.
Well, there you go.
Wow, see Put it there.
Definitely not a biscuit. So we'll open up and have a proper look inside, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Definitely something in there.
This woman has arrived in Australia for what she says is a holiday. But Australian Border Force officers have established she's not telling them the truth.
So you lied on the incoming passenger card to your bank manager. Now, your friend here has been to Australia before. So you said that it's her first trip. We already know that she has been here before.
It is now suspected that the woman is planning to break the strict no-work condition on her tourist visa.
So now, I want you to just tell me honestly the truth. We give you the opportunity now. There's no point lying. So you're here to work on a farm? How much they gonna pay you?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? She didn't tell you how much?
No.
So how long she said you're gonna work here? 1 year?
No.
Then?
3 months.
3 months work? What kind of work she told you?
I'm not sure yet.
So you came here without knowing what you're gonna do for work?
Yeah, I know about the farm, but I don't really know what suppose I to do there.
And she didn't tell you anything about money?
I heard that if we're working here, we can get paid for $13.
$13?
Hourly.
Australian $13.
Her clear intention to breach the conditions of her visa and work in Australia could see her sent home on the next available flight.
So I give you 10 minutes, then I come back.
She is first given a final opportunity to plead her case to avoid being removed from the country. This young traveller has denied using drugs while on a trip to Mexico, despite strong readings for cocaine from his belongings. To be sure he is not attempting to carry any illicit substances across the border, officers are conducting a frisk search and x-raying his luggage.
1 foot up at a time.
After a thorough inspection, his bags get the all clear and the frisk search is complete.
Thank you.
So we've done a frisk search on the gentleman. It's come back with a negative result, and I'm confident the passenger is not carrying any narcotics on him.
As he repacks his luggage, Supervising Officer Mark has one last try to find out what could have caused such high cocaine readings.
Can you explain why that would be?
Because I was at a music festival and that people around me were using cocaine.
Well, it was items that are personal to you that we tested.
Yeah, like my wallet and my
the
bag.
inside of your baggage. And
Inside of my bag, I honestly have no idea how that would have conceivably happened, to be honest.
So
The wallet, I
you didn't
can
use
get it.
cocaine while you were away at all? Didn't use any drugs?
No, I didn't. Well, other people were. That's why it would happen on my card and in my wallet and what have you. Inside my bag, no clue.
So when you say other people were using it, why would it be in your wallet? Why would it be in your wallet, on your card?
Because someone would have probably asked me a card
to borrow a card from you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
The man is now free to visit his family in Melbourne.
Everyone's just doing their job and, you know, everything went the way it should have happened. I didn't have any drugs, I knew that. They found out what I had known already, and now they're off looking at other people.
Definitely not another biscuit.
Border Force officers have just discovered a package of suspected narcotics concealed inside these boxes of biscuits sent from China.
Oh yeah, there you go. Definitely something in there. Definitely have to test that. We'll Nick test that, see what we've got.
An illicit drug test kit is used to identify the substance, which officers suspect is ice. If the test turns blue, it's a positive result.
Positive.
Definitely methamphetamine. It's a good result.
The package is weighed before being handed over to the Australian Federal Police to complete the investigation. After being caught out lying to the Australian Border Force, this woman has confessed her plan to work illegally. She now has a final chance to plead her case and avoid visa cancellation.
I wish my visa is not cancelled because I want to try this to live at this country. Big opportunity here. Work.
Big opportunity in Australia for work?
And to live here, to migrate in Australia.
live here.
I hope one day.
Unfortunately for her, Officer Rakesh is now satisfied that she is not a genuine tourist, and he takes the final step.
After weighing up all the information available to me, I'm satisfied that the grounds for cancelling the visa outweigh the reasons for not cancelling. Therefore, I've decided to cancel your visa today. You are now detained and will be removed from Australia as an unlawful non-citizen. We deal with a lot of cases like this who try to breach the visa conditions. So people should be aware of the consequences if they take a risk, but they will not be successful anyway.